Hey everyone, so let me know if you are enjoying these in-depth breakdowns of these haircuts. So today we're talking about how to style, maintain wavy, medium length hair. Now I know a lot of you, this may be a goal of yours to have this shape, to have this longer hair. Just to let you know right off the bat, this mannequin started off with perfectly pin straight hair. So yes, you can achieve this look simply by having pin straight hair. You can have a lot of hair, you can have fine texture. As long as you have a good amount of hair on your head, then you're going to be in good shape. The way I created this wavy type texture, and if you have wavy hair to begin with, then the job's done. Half the work is done. But the key to this, and even having wavy hair, is, as you can see, the haircut itself, it's got layers, all right? Layers. Now, the secret to this, especially with wavy hair, is that all of these pieces in through here, they all have to live on the head in a certain specific area so that the haircut itself has the best shape and flow to it. Wavy hair, and let me know in the comments below if you've had a really bad haircut, you've got curly hair, you've got wavy hair, and you start to see steps and lines and ridges. That's simply because it wasn't cut the right way. In my career, I've always approached the shape of wavy hair, curly hair, almost like the same way I would approach it to straight hair, because I want to make sure that the haircut is balanced, it's beautifully flowing, there's no lines, there's no harsh, anything. It all has to have a really, really good flow to it, all right? And that's really going to help the shape with this haircut. It's really, really, really going to help the shape with this haircut. So now, this obviously is a medium length hairstyle. It's long enough where you can, tuck it behind the ear if you wanted to. That'll look great. The key is where do you want to have this parting? Do you want to have a side part, which means that, when you get your hair, you have to make sure that it's balanced enough that there's enough layers on this side to create some lift, because all the hair on this side, and I've noticed that sometimes stylists cut way too short on this side and it's super long on this side. That's because it's not balanced properly. So sometimes this side of the hair where the parting is, where the less amount of hair is, it has to be layered a little bit more to balance the shape out, okay? That's all really should be done and approached by the professional. The next thing is, do you want to have a side part, a middle part? How do you want this hair to fall? How do you want to wear this? You're going to, slick it back all the time. You're going to, brush it behind your ear all the time. How do you want to wear this hairstyle? It really comes down to you, right? And the key to this and the haircut itself is also the perimeter, right? So you can see this comes all the way down past the chin here. That means that this has to go back and reach up top to form the same type of shape and balance with the layers throughout the entire head. So if you want it to be this long, just keep in mind you do run the risk of the hair falling in your face. If you had more of a center parting, something like maybe more in this area over here, what may happen is you may be able to open this up and have a little more freedom in through here as far as how you wear your hair. Right? Just keep in mind, it may change the way your facial features are accentuated, okay? Sometimes this may work better for someone who's got more of a rounded face because you're kind of camouflaging and narrowing this gap in through here. If you have a really, really long face, you may want to do, a parting, a center part that kind of opens it and rounds it a bit more so it's not so long, it doesn't accentuate the face. So you really have to keep that in consideration. Now, when it comes to shampooing and conditioning, I would highly suggest keeping your hair moisturized on a regular basis, and that means using, I would say, probably my hemp shampoo and conditioner, my volume shampoo, pure, any one of those. It just depends. The pure set has more of a warmer peppermint type fragrance, and then the other ones are a bit more of a tropical / vanilla type fragrance. So depends what kind of fragrance you're looking for. Now, I would also suggest that you do condition your hair because you want to keep this as moisturized as you possibly can. I've noticed that sometimes wavy hair or even curlier hair tends to dry out a bit more. You see more frizz. You got to make sure you're keeping this moisturized. I would then use my 25 spray, which has 25 benefits. It's a great leave-in treatment spray. I always say it's the foundational spray, right? It's a really, really good product. It's the foundation. Then I'd probably go in and use my Tidal Wave, a couple of spritzes. And then lastly, what you can do is I do have my blow dryer right here, all right, which I do sell at shop.TheSalonGuy.com. As you can see, it comes with a diffuser and the nozzle right here. This is ionic. I've upgraded the technology. I've upgraded, you know, the packaging and all that. And I invested in upgrading the technology to make sure this is ionic, so it's actually better for the hair. And it comes with a magnetic diffuser. I always use a diffuser when I'm styling wavy hair. The more you don't touch it, the better. What you do is you spray in some Tidal Wave and you do a couple of scrunches like this while the hair is damp, and then you can go in and you can diffuse it and just try not to touch it as much. Maybe when you're fully finished, maybe one more spritz of Tidal Wave and then one scrunch, and then set it and forget it. You want to really let this air dry to create more shape. And if you do have pin straight hair, I get questions all the time. Yes, this is pin straight hair. You need to really, really scrunch it even more and use that diffuser. It's all about the styling technique. So if you learn how to actually style your hair the proper way and watch my tutorials, you'll have a better understanding and get more success with creating this type of look. So if you are interested in purchasing any of my products, use code YouTube20 at shop.thesalonguy.com. Thanks for watching. I'll see you soon.